There's an old cliche that spooky, unexplained events only occur in the basement of a haunted house or in some abandoned asylum. You might even think that you'll be safe if you just steer clear of these places. Well, because cameras are rolling now more than ever, we're seeing a lot more UFO sightings and possible hauntings at everyday places like diners or even a pet store. So even though the abandoned asylum is a scary thing, it's a lot scarier knowing that dash cams, doorbell cams, and even nanny cams are picking up paranormal encounters at everyday places, especially in people's homes. Catching something on camera is definitely more credible evidence than someone telling us a story, but since these events remain unexplained, it's really up to you to decide. Here are 10 unexplained events caught on camera. The Blue Flash. In March 2017 in Houston, Texas, Erica Garner was home with her 2 dogs when 5 crows suddenly perched on her rooftop. She was a little startled when they began circling over her house in a strange manner. When she went inside, her kitchen security camera picked up a strange blue light streaking through the room. Clearly jolted by it, she audibly asks, "What was that?" Even though it was only a split-second flash, she claimed that it was like a train bursting into the room and slowly coming to a stop for about 7 seconds. That night, she dreamt of what felt like a distant galaxy and wondered if this light picked her up and brought her somewhere far away. A frame-by-frame analysis found that it couldn't have been a light bulb flicker, and that when the flash occurs, her body changes position, as if she suddenly moved to a slightly different place. Even stranger is that this light does not cast any shadows. The creepy face in the door frame. After a few strange events in his home, a man named Cody starts filming and picks up several more. Within a few seconds, the light in his fridge flickers, his bathroom faucet turns on, and a door behind him closes on its own. Completely freaked out, he leaves the house to call his girlfriend. She tells him not to go back inside, but he's curious, so he does go back in. When he enters the kitchen, the cabinets are open and the chairs are knocked over. He audibly says nope and flees the house once again. After 2 hours, he musters up the courage to do a thorough sweep of the house to make sure no one is in there. Later, after 4 or 5 rewatches of the video, he notices something in the corner of the door frame. He takes a screenshot and zooms in on one of the most horrifying things you'll ever see. A chilling white face looking back with cold black eyes. The nanny cam nightmare. Michigan couple Heather Burra and Joshua Higgins said that they're moving out of their home after they claimed that a ghost left scratches on their baby daughter's face. This could be taken as any old ghost story, but their nanny cam captured some pretty compelling footage. After they noticed the scratches on Lily's face, they looked back on footage from the baby monitor and were completely horrified. The video shows a ghostly figure walk across the frame next to their daughter's crib. Even skeptics are baffled because the white translucent figure is shaped like a fully grown adult and it clearly moves as if it's walking. Even more frightening is that their baby daughter clearly senses it. As the figure moves across her crib, she pulls herself up and looks around, having clearly heard something. A ghost child plays with its ghost pet. Long Island man Joey Nolan had been experiencing some creepy events around his house for a few weeks. One night he had a dream where he and his wife got their daughter a pet puppy, and it turned out that his wife had the exact same dream. With all these occurrences, he started looking over the security camera footage each morning, and one morning he noticed something very strange. While everything seemed still, he saw a ghostly figure of a small child playfully running from the kitchen down the stairs. That would be strange enough alone, but a ghostly figure of a small dog jumps up a step as if it's trying to play with the child. Joey said at first it was kind of sketchy, but we've attempted to open a line of communication just in case it's a spirit. We have an our house is your house approach to the situation. As long as it stays pleasant, we're not trying to involve the church. The Dudley Dorito. First spotted by Jamie Gardner in Dudley, United Kingdom in 2009, this black triangular-shaped UFO with 4 lights on the bottom has been affectionately labeled the Dudley Dorito. Many residents were obviously skeptical at first, but it has since been seen by many other people. There were 2 more sightings in 2011, and after a dozen more since then, the latest eyewitnesses captured another video of it in 2023. 38-year-old David Banner saw it hovering over him at a bus stop and recorded what looks exactly like a UFO in the 2009 footage. Every sighting has occurred in the skies over the Midlands in the UK, and every witness has reported the similar shape, size, and the fact that it flickers and is completely silent. And Arizona trucker's dash cam footage. While driving along Arizona State Route 87 at night, Tucker William Church noticed a small bright flash on his dash cam monitor. He replayed the footage later and ruled out a glare since it doesn't move across the screen like a light would. He believes that it was a translucent figure that looks like a person just standing in the roadway. The video shows that once he noticed the figure, his truck moves away from it slightly, trying to avoid it. Driving at highway speed, the video was only 6 seconds long, but in a screenshot, the figure seems to have a head, torso, and legs. Many fatal car accidents have happened on that highway, which leads locals to believe the road could be haunted. And according to Fox 10 Phoenix, a recent fatal car crash happened only a mile away just 2 months earlier. A ghostly embrace. Security cam footage of a custodian on a midnight shift shows a couple instances where he is clearly not alone. The first angle shows him looking up suddenly, as if he hears something. He looks back down, and in the exact area he heard something, a smoky figure turns a corner and follows him into the bathroom. Only 5 minutes later, another camera shows him sweeping an aisle between booths when the smoky figure follows him again. Creepily enough, it quickly comes up behind him and seems to wrap its arms around him for a hug. According to LA Weekly, the Coral Cafe has been a Burbank, California staple since 1957. Since then, it has had 2 owners and numerous staff members, and many of them have reported unexplained paranormal events. The Pet Shop Phantom. From early Halloween rituals to ancient Egypt, people have noticed a link between cats and the paranormal for thousands of years. A more recent instance of this occurred in 2018 at the Humboldt Pet Supply in Arcata, California. After employees noticed several weird happenings inside the store, they put together a compilation video of their security cam footage to prove that they weren't going crazy. In one clip, an object keeps falling off the shelf. In another clip, from a camera pointed at the door, a shadow seemingly shows a cat walking across the door, but no cat can be seen outside. The store's own cat, Diego, notices and comes back to check it out. Later, Diego comes to investigate an object that falls and moves slowly across the floor. Skeptics believe that last clip involved some string, so watch it and let me know what you think in the comments. Ghost in the sheets. In 2016 in Chicago, Illinois, a woman who chose to not provide her name shared a video of some of the freakiest paranormal activity ever caught on camera. After some creepy, unexplained experiences, she decided to film her bedroom each night. It took roughly a year of filming to capture this footage, but it confirmed her suspicions all along. The video shows her in a deep sleep, so deep that she doesn't even hear the door loudly creaking open only a few feet from her head. Seconds later, her covers start pulling off of her, and when she's startled awake, a small orb floats away from the covers. She's clearly dazed, having been abruptly woken up, and a noise can be heard off camera. She leaves the room to check out her surroundings, and surprisingly enough, she comes back to bed. Maybe she didn't realize just how creepy it was until she watched the footage back. The poltergeist drinking buddy. In Hastings, Minnesota, Josiah Worley experienced strange happenings in his apartment and decided to start filming. Weirdly, he said that they only occur while he's drunk. In the first clip, as if sensing something is there with him, he asks to shut the lights off. Instead, a large, heavy candle slides off the coffee table on its own. Over time, he notices its stronger presence. Even when he can't see things moving, he can feel that this entity is in a specific place. One clip films a corner of the room that Josiah feels that it's in, and as he suspected, a flower vase moves seconds later. One paranormal expert claims that since drinking causes feelings of euphoria or depression, entities can be drawn to these feelings, sensing that something's off. Another suggests that maybe his drinking triggers an innate psychokinetic ability, and he's the one moving things with his own mind. But that's all for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a like and a comment, and of course share it, because all those things help me out tremendously in the algorithm, way more than you actually know. And of course, please follow me on Twitch. I go live almost every single day. Link is in the description. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video.